Again, we want to figure out what each of these parent functions are. We want to restrict our domain, and then once we've typed this in, we'll restrict our domain. So looking at this red graph here, this red graph is a quadratic, and typically the vertex for the quadratic is at 0, 0. And we can see that this one has been shifted left 4 and up 1. And shift up 1. And with our restricted domain, we're going from negative infinity. And anytime that you use infinity, just use the less than symbol. We don't want to use the less than or equal symbol. And it's going to, and we're going to use the less than or equal this time because it's an open, or it's a closed circle. And so that's going to, the x value that it goes to is -2. With the blue function down here, this one is a square root function. And typically it starts at 0, 0, and we can see that it's shifted left 2 and down 2. So we can do either the square root symbol or we can do the exponent of 1/2. I prefer the exponent of 1/2. So we're shifting it left 2, and we're shifting it down 2. And the restriction on our domain this time is from -2, and that's an open circle here. So we're just going to use the less than symbol. But when we go to +2, we can see that that is a closed circle, so we need to use this, the less than or equal to. And you can see that that's restricted our domain so that we are sitting exactly on top of this function, or this graph here. The green one up here, that is y equals 5, but we're going from 2 to 5 in our x values. So if we're looking at the x values 2 to 5, and they're both open circles, so we're just going to use the less than symbols. And you can see that we have that sitting right on top. The last one here, this is a cubic function. And we're going from, we've shifted our graph, sorry, our point of inflection is typically at 0, 0. This is shifted to the right 6. So shifting to the right 6, it's a cubic function. It hasn't shifted up or down at all, but we do want to restrict our domain. So we're going to go from 5, and that's a closed circle here. And so we're going to use less than or equal to, and we're going to positive infinity, so we just want to use the less than symbol. And there's our restricted domain.